What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eddie, aka Durio 1000. Hopefully, you are having a great day. Today is February 3rd, 2024, and today's video is about Taylor Swift. Now, why am I talking about Taylor Swift? Well, one, because of a Reddit post that I saw maybe like 4 or 5 days ago that said on a Reddit post or subreddit called Data is Beautiful, and then it displayed how much airtime Taylor Swift is getting for the Kansas City Chiefs during their playoff run. And it was about 0.5% airtime, so meaning that Taylor Swift, the camera would pan in on Taylor Swift during the game throughout the playoffs, which equated to 0.5%. And now, today is Saturday, and next week is the Super Bowl. And guess who's in the Super Bowl? Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And let me tell you about my little history with Taylor Swift. I never knew who Taylor Swift was until the whole Kanye incident. I had never heard the name Taylor Swift in my life. At least it never registered in my brain that there was this entity named Taylor Swift. Now, I'm not saying I had never heard one of her songs prior to Kanye's thing in 2000. When was that? 2015, 2016, when Kanye ran up on stage. But I'd never known who she was until that. And if Kanye didn't do that and she just got an award, I still probably wouldn't know who Taylor Swift was. Probably. But it's possible I may have liked one of her songs and have been like, wow, this is a great song. Who sings this song? And I would have come across Taylor Swift that way. But, and then I still, to this day, well, let me rephrase it. I think I know a couple of her songs. And before doing this video, I looked up, I saw that she did a song with Kendrick Lamar called Bad Blood. And this video is just going to basically highlight how Taylor Swift is the epitome of a low-value woman. Now, before I want to preface this by saying there's nothing wrong with being a low-value woman. Just like there's nothing wrong with being a low-value man, there's nothing wrong with being a high-value woman, nothing wrong with being a high-value man. Everything has their pros and cons. Everything has their ups and downs. Everything has their, time where, you might want a low-value woman or a low-value man. And everyone's different. But at the same time, a low-value woman is greatly represented by Taylor Swift. And if you haven't read the book, High Value Woman, Low Value Woman, check out the book. And what is a low value woman? And again, I like low value women, I like high value women, right? And I'll talk about that in the book. So a low value woman is a woman that, well, let me start with what is a high value woman first. Okay. A high value woman is a woman that is striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. A high value woman is likely already married or has been married. Okay? Or is striving for marriage. Striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. That is what a high value woman is. So, for example, like I said, a high value woman is a married woman or a woman that has been married in the past, or a woman that is striving to be with one man, aka marriage, for the rest of her life. And you can tell that she's a high value woman based on her acts. And if she's not married, if she's currently not married, and if she's never been married, then she is actively striving to find a husband. And you could tell this by who is she being, has she commissioned a man, a father, or a pastor to find her a suitor, a husband, right? Does she respect a man, such as her father or her pastor, enough to commission him to find a suitor or a husband for her as soon as possible? Meaning if she goes to a church, she has commissioned her pastor to say, hey, I need you to find me a man to marry. And she gives him whatever her qualifications are, or maybe her and her pastor discuss, hey, he needs to be, 6 feet tall, he needs to make X amount of money, or whatever the qualifications are. She's commissioned somebody to find a man for that, and the man must be trying to get married himself, or else there would be no point. So if a woman has commissioned a man out, a pastor or a father, to seek a man for marriage, then that is a high value woman striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. So that's high value. Now let's talk about low value. Low value is basically the opposite of high value. Okay, a low value woman will date men without any desired outcome. She is just enjoying life, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. She's sleeping with multiple men, or jump from man to man or man to man. We call that the cock carousel, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I value low value women. Sometimes I want low value women, late night, I'm at the club, I take a girl home, bang, boom, that's low value woman, pump and dump. Or you may see each other for weeks or months, and eventually the outcome is the same. I pump and dump, she leaves, relationship's over, and move on, right? That's the resume of low value women. Now, and they may say, well, why don't you're a man, you didn't want those women. Well, I'm a man, right? My goal is not to try to turn a low value woman into a high value woman, right? If a low value woman just wants fun for the one night, who the hell am I to motherfucking not give her fun for one night, or weeks, or months, or however long the fun lasts? Because that's one of the things about low value women, is that they are around until they get bored, or until the fun stops, or until you lose whatever they were after. Like, let's say if they were with you because you had a couple dollars, and then the dollar's gone, then they're gone too. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the issue with low value women, there's nothing wrong with low value women. The problem is when men treat or expect low value women to behave like high value women. Just like you shouldn't expect a Honda to ride like a Rolls Royce. You shouldn't expect a low value woman to behave like a high value woman. A high value woman is there for life. She wants to be with you for the rest of your life. Whereas a low value woman, she just wants to be with you either for a night, or some low value women just don't want to be with anybody. They just don't. They say they don't like men, they don't need men, and they will turn to lesbianism, but they still like dick. But that's besides the point. The point is that high value women that highly value men, because men, they need men to get them to their goal. What do I mean? High value woman is striving to be one man for the rest of her life because she wants a family. She wants to serve that man for the rest of her life. That is what makes a high value woman happy, to be serving a man for the rest of her life. If she is not able to serve a man for the rest of her life, she cannot be happy. So that is why high value women value men, because it makes them happy. It's like a loop. She needs a man to make her happy so she can serve, and it's just a loop, a beautiful loop. But with low value women, in their mind, they don't need men. They jump from man to man, and it's night and day. So low value women are basically not man haters, not always man haters, but they are the independent types, the types that they say they don't need men, where everything they have has been built, the cars they drive in were built by men, the house they live in was constructed by men, etc. and etc. But in their own brain, they say they don't need men. Back to Taylor Swift. Why is Taylor Swift a low value woman? Taylor Swift is a low value woman because, one, she's not striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. She is independent. She has a history of dating men, a history of multiple men. None of those men have proposed to her. She has not married any of those men. Okay? And she's happy about it. And she's 34 years old. I believe she's 34. Let me take a look. Yes, Taylor Swift is 34 years old. And from the time from 18 to 34 to now, no man that she's been with has found her valuable enough to propose to. Now, I don't make the rules, per se, right? The market says if you're high value or low value. Partly, mostly, the market will say if a woman's high value, low value. What do I mean? Taylor Swift, how many men have Taylor Swift dated? Let's take a look. Looks like about 15. She has at least 15 bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that list has 15 bodies. Okay. And this is her here. But we'll come back to this. We'll come back to that. All right. So she has 15 bodies. At least 15 public bodies. All right. That means she's been with at least 15 dicks. 15 men. Okay. And not one of them has said, wow, Taylor, you bring so much value to my life that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. No man has ever said that. No man has ever, out of the 15 men, matter of fact, out of all of the 3 billion men on this planet, not one has proposed to Taylor Swift. Not one that she has been interested in. Right? So that means that the market has labeled her low value. regardless of how many followers she has, regardless of how rich she is, she does not bring, according to the market, she does not bring a lot of value to the men in her life. Out of all those 15 to 16 boyfriends, public boyfriends that she's had. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that Taylor Swift, as popular as she is, she's still a low value woman. She's on the cock carousel. She jumps from man to man to man to man. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with a woman jumping from man to man to man. It's just low value. And the men that she's dating, it would behoove them to understand that she's low value. And low value women, if you don't understand that they're low value, they can hurt you as a man. And what do I mean by that? In the book, I talk about this. A low value woman can put you in harm's way. Like I told you before, low value women don't value men. They also don't highly value the man that they're dating or being with or with. Meaning, a low value woman will dress how she wants to dress, even when she's with a man, her boyfriend. Now you might say, Eddie, what's wrong with the girl dressing how she wants to dress? Well, dressing means a lot. I'm an expert on body language. And the way you dress is what you are communicating to the world, right? So the way you dress is a form of communication, right? It's part of body language, and this is what they teach you in body language courses and techniques on how to read body language, etc. When a woman dresses a certain way, she is communicating to the outside world, to others around her, what she wants, right? A woman who wears a hijab, or one of those veils where it hides your hair, hides your face, only reveals your eyes, covers your arms. A woman who dresses like that is not, per her body language, per her attire, is not trying to seek male attention. Whereas a woman who wears revealing clothes, who shows off a lot of her skin, cleavage, lipstick, exposes everything, in body language, that means she is looking for additional attention. Okay? When a girl wears a skirt above her knees and see-through clothes, she's looking for attention. That's what her body language is saying. She chose to wear that to get attention. So a low-value woman can wear, again, she can wear whatever she wants, but it's what she's saying. She will wear revealing clothes despite her appearing or seemingly being in a relationship with a man that she may imply or allegedly wants to spend the rest of her life with. Now, her body language says otherwise. And I'm a believer, and you don't believe what people say, believe what people do. Right? Don't believe what women say, believe what they do. So if you have Taylor Swift or any woman who's out with her boyfriend and she is wearing revealing clothes, but at the same time she says that she wants to be with the boyfriend, that's hypocrisy. That's a contradiction. Her body language is saying one thing, but her mouth is saying another, right? And that's why I say you have to go by what women do, not what they say. What women say and what they do are complete opposites. And I talk about that in my book. A woman will say she likes courteous guys and she wants a boyfriend that behaves, like Poindexter. But her past says otherwise. Her past says she's been with motherfucking assholes who beat her ass. So, if you want to get with her, that woman, that type of woman, a low value woman, and her past 8 boyfriends were hitting her, emotionally abusive, it would be in your best interest to act like the bad boy instead of Mr. Goody Two-Shoe. And that's part of what PUA, Pickup Artists and Everything, teaches. That's a different subject. The thing about that, you fuck low value women, you pump and dump them, but striving to be with low value women is kind of like a waste of time, kind of in a way, but not again. Everything has their places and times, So I'm not bashing low value women. I'm just saying that you need to understand that what they say and what they do aren't the same thing. Okay? A lot of guys are like, duh. Well, not every guy knows this. Okay? So, back to Taylor Swift. Why has she been getting so much attention? Right? She's dating an NFL player named Travis Kelce, if you've been under a rock. And Travis Kelce obviously plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. But you've never seen this much attention given to a girlfriend of a football player. Never this much attention. Is it because, I don't know, maybe, well, I do know, white women sell, all the other football girlfriends, most of the NFL is black. And most white women don't want to be publicly, not all, there are exceptions. I'm talking about in general. In general, most white women are not going to want to be seen in public or known as dating a brother. Not all. Not all. Again, I'll say not all. But most white, because it's a taboo. It's a taboo thing. And I know a lot of people are like, what? We're in 2024. Well, a lot of things are deeply ingrained in us as human beings. Some things are ingrained naturally. Some things are ingrained by just raising up, growing up, nurturing, nurture, right? So some things are ingrained in us, and I'm not going to get here into a psychological rant on why things are the way that they are, but it's just common knowledge that most white women don't want to be publicly on the public stage on a public stage, unless they're married, of course. But I'm talking about girlfriends here. They don't want to be seen as a girlfriend of a brother on the grand scheme of things because a couple reasons why. One, when a white woman is seen with a brother on a public stage, a lot of white guys will be like, no, I don't want anything to do with her because she's been with a black guy. And white women know this. And this is one of the reasons why they don't want to be publicly seen as a girlfriend with a brother or an NFL player. Now, of course, they probably come to the games and what have you, but most white women just aren't like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And again, there are exceptions to the rule. Yeah, Kim Kardashian, who dated Reggie Bush. You have, who else? Who's a popular white woman who was in the public eye with their black boyfriend. I don't know. I really there haven't been too many that I can even think of. If you know some, leave them in the comments. But I'm talking about white girlfriends of NFL players who were in the public stage. Okay, not jump offs, not in the crowd. I'm talking about, hey, Travis Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift is in the skybox. Here she is celebrating a game that a touchdown her boyfriend just scored. That type of recognition. That's what I'm talking about. I can't recall any type of publicity for a white woman who was dating a black man that got that much recognition. Now, I'm not an NFL diehard, so I might be oblivious to some past instances. So leave them in the comments to jog my memory. And back to Taylor Swift. She's the epitome of a low-value woman. 34, never married, history of 16 boyfriends, never proposed to. Independent, wealthy, and, you know, one of the things that she does, I would say this. Oh, let's back up. Before we were talking about body language and what women wear, low value women wear to reveal that they're low value and they're in a supposedly committed relationship. Let's go here. Now, first of all, Taylor Swift doesn't look that good. Taylor Swift does not look that good. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Taylor Swift does not look that good. I go to a country bar sometimes here in Orlando, and Taylor Swift couldn't hold the gym bag to some of these girls that go to this country bar. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say Taylor Swift is a 6. Is a 6. Definitely nowhere near an 8, 9, or 10. If Taylor Swift was not a singer, she would not be a model. Okay? Let's go back. I digress. So this is Taylor Swift and who's the dude? Calvin Harris. I don't know who Calvin Harris is from The Man on the Moon. But it was a white dude. And what is Taylor Swift wearing? She's showing all of her arms. Her neck is exposed. Her chest is very exposed. Okay? So she's revealing a lot while she is with a man, a boyfriend, right? That is saying that she wants to be single, she wants to be independent, she wants attention from other males. And I can hear people say, "Oh, well, she can dress how she..." Yes, she can dress how she wants to dress, and that's how she chose to dress, and that's how she is. She's independent, and she's low value. Because this guy, look at his body language. Look at his body language. His body language is clutching his right arm. His left arm is holding his right arm. And there's no sort of... His body language is very protective. Whenever a man... Damn. Whenever a man stands like that, it's showing that he's not secure and feels very attacked and very threatened and very vulnerable. Because what is he doing? He's covering up his genitalia and he's holding his right arm like this. And this is a very defensive position in body language. Okay? Now look at Taylor. Taylor is in a position of mostly strength. Her hands are by her side, shoulders back. That's how Taylor Swift is standing. Okay? That is a confident position that Taylor Swift is standing in. Okay? Most of the time, a woman, when uncomfortable, she will have her hands or her arms crossed, or she may be like this, or 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 like this. All of those positions are positions of defensiveness, of defense, of protection, of self-preservation. But here in this picture, Taylor Swift is the more confident of the two. While this guy, Calvin Harris, is very defensive, in a very defensive position. Okay? Now his body language, again, you have to go by a lot of things in about body language. From hair to clothes to how they're positioning and what they say and how they talk all encompasses body language. Alright? Now this is a picture. And there's no ring on her left finger that indicates engagement or anything like that. There is a ring on her right pointed finger, all right, which means, I'm not even going to go into what that means, but it's a ring of authority, all right. So she's wearing a bracelet, no watch, no necklace, can't see a necklace, and Calvin seems like he's just, just there, just be there. And that's it for the picture there. Like I said, she is saying one thing with her body that says she's independent, that's saying that she's looking for men. Oh my God, these dogs next door. they will keep barking and barking. I don't know why they even have that dog. They don't want the dog. They always punishing that dog. Get rid of the damn dog. Alright, so another thing I noticed about Taylor Swift while going through her repertoire of husbands, one of the things I noticed while checking out her past cock carousel is that she she only dates non-black men. All right? And I think that's for a reason. Again, this is her public list of boyfriends. Now, I know that women have a lot of bodies. Most women have a lot of bodies. Women have from 18 to 23. It's not unbelievable that women could have 40, 50 bodies in a 5-10 year period. Okay? So, the public list of Taylor Swift consists of non-black men. And that is for a reason, because I think that Taylor Swift knows, like I said earlier, that most of her demographic of her followers are young white women, and probably white men too. And her brand would be ruined if she was ever thought to be with a black man as a boyfriend, not as a husband, because boyfriend and husband is two different things. And I know most women can't differentiate the difference between a husband and a boyfriend, which is beyond the scope of this video. But just like Seal's wife, I forget, Heidi Klum. They were married, but being that they were married, it did not hurt her brand. I don't even know if they're still married. Heidi Klum is a fine looking white woman. If you don't know who Heidi Klum is, that bitch fine. That girl fine. Let me show you who Heidi Klum is. Here's Heidi Klum. She was a Victoria's Secret model, and she is nothing but the truth. And she married Seal, the singer. And her brand is still great. And she ended up with dating or marrying a white boy afterwards. That was Heidi Klum. And Heidi Klum is she was the truth. Taylor Swift has nothing on Heidi Klum. Taylor Swift has nothing on pretty much anybody besides being a rich white girl. Now I'm not saying I wouldn't fuck Taylor Swift, but what I was saying is that all she dates is pretty much non-black men. Okay? Publicly. Now, I'm not saying she may have some sneaky links, some black sneaky links. Because, women have the public lists, the men that they're proud to date, and also their sneaky links of guys that, you have to keep on the hush-hush. So, if Taylor Swift came through, I wouldn't say she came through these doors. I'm not that tight. Taylor Swift come through here and she wanted me to keep it on the low. I keep it on the low. She's a pump and dumper. So that's what I do with pump and dumpers. Keep it on the low. Bang, bang. Keep that shit moving. You know what I'm saying? I think most men would fuck Taylor Swift. And it's not because she's all out, drop dead. She's holes, right? she's pussy. No man, you say no to ratchet pussy, Juicy J Kane. Again, low value. That's what low value women do. Low value women give up the pussy, which I appreciate. I clap that shit up for low value women. Thank you. But it's not someone who provides a lot of value in a relationship to a man in a relationship. You know, they provide the bare necessities. The bare necessities. She's a warm body. She's maybe pleasant to be around while she's around. Got a pussy, got a mouth. Hey, we all good, right? So, and that's basically what this video was about today. Taylor Swift being a low value woman. And there's nothing wrong with low value woman. And, you know, that's about it. That's about it. It's not a diss on Taylor Swift or at Taylor Swift. This is just pointing out she's a low value woman. And if any man tries to or expects high value woman behavior from a low value woman, then they will be truly disappointed and let down. And that's another thing I talk about in my book, is that you shouldn't expect a low value woman to behave like a high value woman, because it's going to leave you emotionally damaged and scarred. All right. Now, what do I think is going to happen with Taylor and Travis Kelce? Well, again, go by what women do or have done versus what either society expects or whatever. So based on the past, I anticipate that this relationship will last as long as, I guess, maybe the Chiefs are winning, until Taylor loses interest and she moves on. Or Travis Kelce might come to his senses, or maybe he already knows this. I have no idea how Travis Kelce is. I never met the dude, don't know his character or anything like that. I do know he did some, I'm not even going to get into that, but he dated a black woman before. And, you know, I'd say this. I am going to go out on a limb and say this. I hate to say it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Taylor Swift is probably easier to get along with than the black woman that he dated in the past. I'm going to go out. I don't know the girl, the black woman that he dated. I've seen like a couple images of her. And I'm just assuming here. I am going out on a limb because I don't know her. And maybe she was the most pleasant black woman to be around, more than a white woman. I never experienced that before myself, per se. Not an American black woman. I don't know if the woman that Travis Kelce was dating, was she Jamaican, was she American, or what? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I'm going out on a limb to say that his experience with Taylor Swift is likely a much better experience than with the other black woman, the black woman that he previously dated. But again, what was I talking about? I was talking about how this relationship is going to develop, or what is going to be the outcome of this relationship. Taylor Swift is going to leave him either after she gets bored or after the hype train, because I think they just started dating this year. I think they just started dating this year. And I don't know, I didn't go and see how the length of her average relationships, her past relationships were. But I do know low value women like the back of my motherfucking hand. Right? So, and again, low value women are born high value. From birth, a woman is naturally high value. But it is nurtured many times into these women that they should be masculine, that they should be independent, that they should not be dependent on a man, that they can go out and be the head of their own household and what have you. And that is what fuels this masculinity, because low value women are masculine. And Taylor Swift is a masculine woman. Where was I going? I was saying that the relationship is going to end with Taylor leaving Travis Kelce and moving on. Probably the Super Bowl's next week. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Niners. If the Chiefs win, I could see the two being together until the end of next season. I can see that. The Chiefs lose, if they lose miserably, and if they lose in an embarrassing fashion, I think Taylor Swift is on the next thing smoking. So, but there's not going to be any marriage because Taylor Swift is not requiring it, and Travis Kelce, damn sure, is not going to try to turn a low-value woman into a high-value woman. They have other phrases for that, turn into a housewife. Don't try to turn her into a housewife. There's a phrase for that. Because when you try to do that, bad things happen. I really don't. The word bad is subjective, right? When you try to, it's not just that. When you try to make someone into something that they are not, it will not last. They are always going to go back to who they truly are, who they want to be. So that's the reason why you never try to turn a low-value woman into a high-value woman. Because she is always going to revert to what she is. Low value. Okay? So, my prediction for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I give it, today's February 3rd, 2024. I give it max 3-3 2025. Max. But the thing is, the weird thing, let me tell you some other things. Other things women do. No, this is just general, women in general, not low value, high value. Women do what they think society wants them to do. What does that mean? Women are highly, what word am I looking for? Women are highly, not suggestible, subjectable, or highly prone to give in to peer pressure and pressure by society. So if a woman thinks that society wants her to behave in a certain way and she's behaving in that way right now, she will continue to behave that way. So society can change women's behavior. It's weird. Women give in to peer pressure. Women make because women are emotional instead of logical. Women give into peer pressure and societal pressure. Women will do things that they don't want to go against the grain. First of all, most women do not want to go against the grain because they don't want to be ostracized. They don't want to be excommunicated. They want to go with the flow of the peers and of society. And why am I saying this? Because as of right now, there's a lot of, like I told you before, there's a lot of attention on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They are in the limelight on a big stage, public stage. So, if society puts enough pressure or expectations on Taylor Swift to marry Travis Kelce, and if Travis Kelce says or feels like, hold on, let me check out Taylor's worth and Travis Kelce's worth. Net worth. Somebody already looked that thing up. According to Yahoo News, with endorsements from McDonald's, Nike, Bud Light, and State Farm, Kelce's net worth stands at about $40 million. Oh, it's still only a fraction of his girlfriend's net worth of $1.1 billion, though. God damn. Somebody already looked this shit up. Oh, man. So, is Travis Kelce a gold digger? And maybe Travis Kelce's like, yo, he might come across a lick. Getting that bag. He might get to the bag. He mess around and marry Swift. But most men don't marry for money. Now, I'm not saying no man has ever not married. I'm not saying that no man has ever married for money. That's not what I'm saying. Because I know, well, they have a girlfriend that has a lot of money, but they're not married. But will Travis Kelce marry Taylor Swift if Swift wants to get married? See, and why am I taking a lot of time to contemplate this? Okay, I don't know Travis Kelce from the Man on the Moon, but a lot of men don't want the woman to be the leader of the house, because if this goes back to the masculinity thing, low value women are very masculine, and a lot of times they make as much money or more money than the man that they're dating. But the sneaky links are a different subject now. But that's a totally different subject. I'm wondering, with Travis Kelce, be a beta. Because you kind of have to play. When a woman makes more than the man, it's kind of like she's wearing the pants in the relationship. Even though she may not be, she, in the back of her mind, she's like, I really don't need this dude. Like, I have $1 billion. So, would there be a prenup with Taylor Swift? I bet Taylor Swift would probably ask for a prenup. Because dude only got 40 million. Well, I say only 40 million. That's just a lot of money. 40 million of what I have. She'll probably get a prenup. And that would probably gotta be like a turnoff for Travis Kelce. Because it's maybe this is the reason why low value women are in some of the predicaments that they're in. They make money like a man, but part of them wants to be the head of the household and part of them doesn't want to be the head of the household. So that's something. And she's going to be out on tour. Does Travis ever go to any of her concerts? Like, how invested is this? Let me see. Has Travis Kelce... Has Travis Kelce been married? He's never been married. But the girl he was with, boy... I'm looking here. Black chick he was with, they get the creme de la creme. They get the cream of the crop. Kayla Nicole. Come on, Instagram. What taking so long? This is Kayla Nicole. This is Travis Kelce's ex-girl. Yeah, she looked better than mother... Well, let me see. She's very attractive. Yeah, she's very attractive. Very attractive. But what was I going to do? God dang. Yeah, she's motherfucking nice. She's nice. How old? So they're the same age. Oh, has Travis Kelce ever been on one of her tours? Travis Kelce ever been to a Swift concert? Travis Kelce been at a Taylor Swift. Oh, okay. Travis Kelce's best moment at Taylor Swift concert in Argentina. On Saturday night, Kelce was seen in the VIP tent with Taylor's father, Scott Swift, who sported a Kansas City Chiefs lanyard demonstrating his support for the football player. All right, so he's been to a concert. They're the same age. All right. Travis is 34. Taylor's 34. She is not going to. I think what will happen. Here's what I think. Here's what I think is going to happen. Let me go back. Here's what I think is going to happen. Travis is 34. Taylor's 34. Travis is 34. I don't think Travis Kelce has kids. Somebody already searched it. Okay. So Travis's brother has 3 kids, but Travis has 0 kids. So Travis is going to want kids. Taylor's 34. One more year, she can push out a baby right now. Like right now at 34. 35 and over, that's what you call, what do they call it? The danger zone. What do they call it when you have kids over 35? They call it what do they call it when you have kids over 35? They call it something. Geriatric pregnancy, that's right. So at 35, she will be having geriatric pregnancy. That's with one baby. That's if she got started right now. She's 34 right now. They will have to be conceiving right now. And again, Travis's brother has 3 kids already. He has 0. I don't see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift marrying. I don't see it. Again, I don't know Travis Kelce from the man on the motherfucking moon. But based off of this data, Travis Kelce, how old was his ex-girlfriend? Damn, she fine. Oh, she 31. So his ex was 31. Kayla Nicole, she was 31. Well, she is 31, and Travis is 34. That means that she could have pushed out 3 consecutive babies, 32, 33, and 34, safely. Whereas Taylor Swift, I don't see her pushing out any babies, because independent women, that's going to mess up her money. Having kids, touring, and all this other stuff, no. No. That's going to mess up her brand and everything else. So I don't see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift actually tying the knot. There may be rumors, but I think it's going to be hard for him to get out of this at this point, because all of her exes pumped and dumped her. Right now, they're in a position of public, on the public stage. And she's appearing to be head over heels. Now, I haven't seen her in public, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen her at any award shows or anything. I don't follow Taylor Swift like that. But is she still dressing low value? If she is, there's not going to be any marriage. I don't see much of a future for this. Like I said, I give it a year. I've been wrong. I could be wrong, but I give it a year. Max. Because, why? Travis Kelce is going to want kids. Travis Kelce is probably going to want to wear the pants in a relationship. I think Taylor Swift is just around for the fun times. And Travis Kelce is going to be able to know that Taylor Swift is not having any kids. Point blank. Definitely not right now. Maybe she may talk him into having some geriatric kids, but not right now. And I think this is just another Taylor Swift fling. That'll pass, and she'll move on to the next cock. And that's it for this video. This video did go on for a long time. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm out.